Alright, so this is the lecture number 74 inside our DSA series, and we are solving the problems related to 2D arrays. And in this video, we are also going to solve the 2D array problem, which is most interesting one of all the 2D arrays problem. And this, particular problem is from LeetCode, so you can solve there also. But I'm going to solve the same problem on my local machine because I found that easy. And let us directly see what is the problem is. Fine, so this is the explanation of the previous one. If you have missed the spiral display, then you should watch the spiral display because that problem, explores or it covers lots of concept of 2D arrays. So you should watch that problem. I'm erasing it. Today we have to see exit point of matrix. This problem is also known as rat in a box. Fine. Maybe you may find this problem with this name on LeetCode or this name. I don't know the exact name, but I remember the problem. What was the problem? Fine. So name could be different, but the problem is same. So let me first explain you what is the problem actually. Let us suppose you have this matrix of 4 into 4 size. Fine. So the rows for this is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. They are rows and they are columns. So 4 into 4 matrix. These number can be anything. Either this can be 5 into 3, 6 into 4, anything. Fine. So what you have to do, let us say you are standing here. Let us say you are this. Fine. Let us say you are standing here. Now, and you have to enter this matrix from here. Let us say you have entered this matrix from here. Fine. And before this, I want to explain you one more thing. The direction. So what is the direction here? This is east, this is west, this is south, this is north. Fine. So they are directions. So if they are directions, like why I just explained to you why this is important. So let us say you are starting from here, and there are some sort of values inside this also. So they are like 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Fine. There are these values inside this. You are entering into this matrix from here. This is your entering point, and you have to detect your exit point. How will you able to detect the exit point? Let me explain you. If let us say currently you are in this box. If you are, let us say firstly you are moving into east direction. You are moving into this direction, east. Fine. So if the box in which you are currently standing, the content of that box is 0, then you will not make any change into your direction. You will move forward, like you will move forward from here to here. Now in which box you are currently in? You are into this box, 0 into 1, 0, 1. So if the content of this box is 0, then you will not make any change. You will move forward. So you will move into this. Now if the content of this box is 1, then what you will do? You will take a 90-degree turn towards your right. Fine. So if you are going into this east direction, then you will make a change by 90 degree into this direction. If you are going into east, then you will make your turn into south. So you will make your turn into this direction. You came into here. So if it is 0, you will not make any change. You will move forward. If it is 0, you will not make any change. You will move forward. Now if it is 1, then what you will do? You are going into this direction. Now you will take 90-degree turn towards your right. So what is your right? This is your right. So we will take 90-degree turn. So you will go into this direction now. So you will make your turn into this direction. If the content of this box is 0, then you will not do anything. You will move forward. If the content of this box is 1, then what you will do? You will make your turn by 90 degree into your right. So you will move into this direction. So this. Now it is 0. You will not make any change. Again you will move forward. Now if it is 1, if you are going into this direction, then again you will move yourself into this direction, 90-degree turn towards your right. Remember this thing. you have to make 90-degree turn towards your right. Fine. So again you are into each direction, so you will go into this. Now if it is 0, then you will not do anything. Again if it is 0, you will not do anything, and again it is 0, you will not do anything, you will move forward. So you have exited from here. So what is the exit point of this matrix? It is 1 comma 3. So we'll print 1 comma 3. That is the problem statement which I just explained to you. Let me explain once more. What you will do, if you are in the box, the content of that box is 0, you will not make any change, you will move forward. If it is 1, then you will take a 90-degree turn towards your right, you will come here. If it is 1, then you will go in this direction. Now again it is 1, you will move forward into this direction. Again it is 1, then you will move forward, and there is no 1 in direction, then you will exit from this matrix. So that is the problem statement. You have to solve this particular statement. One more thing I want you to explain here is, there will not be any other element except zeros and 1 in the input for this matrix. This is the constant for this. So I want you to try this problem at your own, so that your mind should be, strengthful while solving these type of problems. So that is the reason I am again and again saying that you should try at your own. So what happens when you try at your own exactly? Let us say I know that you will not be able to come up with the exact solution, but somehow you will, you can, produce a little bit. Let us say 30% of the output of this particular problem. Let us say you have this problem 30%. So what you will what would happen when I explaining this code 100%, and 30% you already know, you just have to grasp the things by 70%. So this will make you more confident while watching the complete video. Fine. So that is the reason, and trust me, this is very productive. I use this in my learning also, that you should follow this approach. You should try each and every problem before watching the complete video at your own. Fine. So that is it for this. So if you are done with your thinking, then let us see my solution, how we are going to approach this particular problem. So let us say we are going into this direction. Then what we have to do, the problem statement I just explained, I would simply convert this explanation into code. Fine. So if we are into 0 block, let us say this is, I have started from 0 0. If I'm, let us say row is this and column is this. Fine. So do it this way. If I am, let us say I am again into 0 0 initially. Fine. And I'm going into this direction. So here there would not be any change. So 0 0 again. Here we found 1. Fine. And here there is no change here. So we are again into, so sorry, I missed spoken something. Here we are in 0 0. So what we have to do, we have to move forward. So moving forward, we have to increase our column. So we have to increase our j. Let us say I'm denoting it with I and column is denoting with j. So we have to increase this column. So what column is what? Initially it was 0, so now it would be 1. So we are into this block. We are like, there is no 1 here, we would move forward. So again we would come here. So we have to increase our column. So 0 comma 2. Now we have found 1. So if we are going into this direction and we found 1, then what we have to do, we have to take 90-degree turn towards our right. So into this direction. So moving into this direction, what we have to do, we have to increase our row. You can see we are increasing by row wise. So we have to increase our row. Column would not be changed. Fine. So there is no 1. We would move forward with the same direction. So we would again increase our row. Column is same. We would again increase our row. Column is again same. Let us see here. We found one more 1. We were moving forward in this direction, but we found 1. So we have to move into this direction. So moving into this direction, what we have to do, we have to decrease our column. So row would be same, column would be decreased. Again we have to move into this direction. So row would be same, column would be different. Sorry, column would be decreased. Now we found 1. If we found 1, then what we have to do, we were moving into this direction, we found 1, we have to move into this direction. So moving into this direction, what we have to do, we have to decrease our row, which is I. So 2 comma 0. Again we were moving into this direction, we have not found any 1, so we would move again into the same direction. Then we have to decrease our row again. Let us complete that. So now we found 1, so we are into this column, we found 1. So what we will do, we will take the 10 into this direction. So moving into this direction, what we used to do, we used to increase our column. So 1 comma 1, we are into this. So there is no 1 here, we would again increase our column. So 1 comma 2. Now we are here, let us write here. Fine, so this is row and this is column. Fine. So we are into this 1 comma 2. We have not found anyone. We will move forward here also. So row would be same, column is increasing. You can see 1 comma 3. Now we are here. Now we have not found anyone here. So again, what we will do, we will increase our column again. So 1 comma 4. So if you are out of this matrix by any point, either you have exit yourself from here, from here, from here, or here, from any point, from anywhere, then that is your answer. Of course, that is not your answer. If you have exited from here, then you have to decrease this column by 1, because you have increased your j by 1. So you have to decrease this. Same goes for this. You have, if you have exited from here, then you, like in this case, your I would be -1. So you have to increase your I. We will handle this part. Let us write some code for this. What we have just, I mean, gain some knowledge. So let us write the code for that. Okay, so this is the previous problem, input and output as well as the code. Let us erase this, and I am going to reuse the code for taking input from the user and erase the code till here. So here what we have done, we have taken input from user for row size and column size, and we have declared a 2D array, and here I am asking user to enter row size and into column size numbers to fill the matrix. Fine. Now the real game starts. What we have to do, firstly we have to initialize our I and j. I is what? 0, j is also 0. Fine. Now game is starting. Look at very carefully. We'll write our loop till infinite times, because we don't know where we will where we will be able to find the exit point. Fine. So of course we can write the condition if I is less than 0 or this is less than 0, but that is not the part. We'll handle the condition to this loop only. So firstly I have to define a variable also for direction, in which direction currently I am in. So let us define some directions. 0 is for east direction. Fine, I will come to that. What we have to do, if we are into east direction, then what we have to do, if we are into south direction, then what we have to do, if we are into west direction, then what we have to do, if we are into what, north direction, then what we have to do. We have only 4 directions. Fine. So let me write it also. This is east and this is south, this is west, and this is north. Fine. So if we are moving into each directions, then we do not have to do, we just have to increase our column. Fine. So j plus plus, we are denoting j with column. If we are into south direction, let me draw it here also, because it makes the things clear. These are the direction. This is east, west, south, and north. If we are moving into this direction, then we have to increase our column. Fine. Let us say this is matrix. So we are moving into this direction, then we have to increase our column. So j plus plus. If we are moving into this direction, which is south, south is 1. So we have to increase our I. So increase our row, that means. So I plus plus. If we are in, sorry, this is this condition for I plus plus. If we are in west, we are going into this direction. So what we have to do, we have to decrease our column, which is j minus minus. And if we are into this direction towards north, then what we have to do, we have to decrease our I. You can see here we are going into this direction, then we have to decrease our I. Fine. So now let us see very carefully. The real game is starting from now. What I am writing, how we will be able to play with directions. See it very carefully. What I am going to write, direction is equal to direction plus ARR of I and j. Let us analyze till here what I have written. Fine. So let us say you are having this matrix 0 0 1 0 0. This is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0. Fine, that was our real input. So if we are going into this direction, initially dir was 0. Fine, so we are going to this. Then if it is this, then we do not like ARR of I. So ARR of I is also 0. We do not have to do anything. We just have to increase our j. ARR of I again 0. So we do, this will also be 0. So we do not have to do anything. We would again increase j. Now ARR of I and j is 1. So ARR of like what direction is doing? Direction adding the elements of the current column into itself. Let us say previously it was 0. Now it is 1. So if it is 1, then it will not execute this condition. It has to execute this condition for increasing the row. So that is why I have written this condition. And let us analyze one more point, that is, let us say your direction is 1. So we are moving into this, moving into this. Now your dir would be 2 because 1 was previously, now it is 2. So if it is 2, then you have to execute this condition that would decrease j here, again here. So now it is 1. So dir is equal to 3. Fine. So very cool. So if it is 3, then you have to decrease your, execute this condition. That means you have to decrease your row. Fine. Now there is no 0. So again it is 3. Now you found one more 1. So now it is 4. So there is no condition for fourth direction. So what it will do? What it should do according to you, if you are going into this direction and you found one more 1, then what you would do? You would take 90-degree turn towards your right. What is your right? Of course this. Then you would make your turn into this direction. That means you would again move to each direction, and each direction represent what? It represents 0. So if you found 4 or greater than 4 values, then you have to take remainder the direction with 4. So that if it is 5, let us say you are going into this and now you found 1, then you have to move into yourself into this. So that means this is south direction, which is 1. So if it is 5, if you take remainder with 4, then you would get 1. So again you would have to move into south direction. If it is confusing to you, then you should reiterate this span of this video, or you should dry run it at your own. Like you can do this with your another or different strategy, but this particular strategy I found very easy and optimal also. That is why I am using it. So I have to write modulo 4 because there are only 4 directions. Fine. So we are 90% done with our code. We have to apply a break condition where we have to break. Fine. So let us see what I am writing. But let us see, first of all, we are having this 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0. Fine. So either we can exit from here, from here, from here, from here. If I am exiting from here into this, then what would be the value of I and j here? I would be -1 and j would be 0. And if I am exiting from here, then what would be the value of I and j? I would be 0 and j would be 4. J would be 4 because only 3 columns, so j would be 4. And what is the value of I and j here? I would be 4 and j would be 4. J would be 3. If I am exiting from here, then I would be 4 and j would be -1. So in each of the conditions, you can see either j or column is exceeding the column size, which is here 3, you can see, or is equal to 4. Columns are equal to 4, but if you look at index wise, then it is 3. So either this is equal to the column size or it is exceeding 3, or the row size is less than 0, which means row is out of the boundary. So either this condition is true or either this condition is true, or your column is 0 or your column exceeds the column size, or your row exceeds the row size. Here you can see your row exceeds the row size. Row size was 4 and you have already reached to 4. Row size was in index base, it was 3. So 3 is greater than 4. So sorry, 3 is less than 4. So you have to break from here. If you have found any one of these conditions, then you have to break your loop. So same thing we'll do here also. Let us see very carefully what I'm going to write. If I is equals to or greater than the row size, either I exceeded the row or j exceeded the column, or I is out of the boundary, which means I less than 0 or j less than 0. That means you have to break. You have been exited from the matrix, and this is for sure. The input provided to you would be having at least one exit point. Fine. So you do not have to worry about the infinite loop, infinite case. It will not make you in infinite condition. So first of all, if we found any exit point, then first of all we have to break. And one more thing, let us firstly we have to print the value of I and j. I and j, fine, and we have to break a line also. It is not mandatory. But before printing I and j, if you can look at here, you have exited from here, and what was the value at this point after exiting? The value for this was 1 comma 4, because here the column was 3. Now we have moved forward one more step, so the column was 4. So you have to print 1 comma 3, the previous condition. Look at this very carefully, you have to print previous condition. So for that you will have to decrease your column, so 1 comma 3. If we have exited from here, that was 4 comma 0, but 4 comma 0 is not a valid index, fine. So for that what you have to do is you have to decrease this row by 1 to 3 comma 0. Similarly for this, if you have exited from here, let us say you have exited from here, I'm writing here and erase this for now. So here what would be the value? You are exiting from here into this direction, you are coming into this direction and I exited from here, so row would be 0 and column would be -1. So if it is -1, so what you have to do here, you are decreasing the j, but here you have to increase j by 1. Here you have to decrease j by -1, you have to increase j by +1, fine. So that is the condition before printing the row and column. Let us see what I am going to write. Read very carefully. It was really simple, but many people don't understand what is this. So if I less than 0, then we have to add 1 into I. If it is not, then take I as it is. Same goes for j also. So if j is less than 0, then add +1 into j, either take j as it is. One more condition for as I, if I greater or equal to the row size, then you have to decrease your I by 1, or else take I as it is. Same goes for j also. If j is greater or equal to the column size, then you have to decrease 1 from j, or else take j as it is, fine. And after that you have to print your I and j. Now what you are done with the code, let us give it a run. Yes, we are done with the code, let us try to run it now. So I am entering 4 into 4 matrix, and 0 0 1 0 input is for this, so 1 0 0 0 and 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0. This is the input for this. So what you are expecting in the output from this, what you will do, you will start from here and you found 1, you will move from here. Again you found 1, you will move into this direction. Again you found 1, you will move into this direction. Again you found 1, you will move into this direction. There is no 1, you will exit from here. So here you should expect 1 comma 3, because you are in the second row, which is 1. You are in the last column, fourth column, which is 3, because we are moving into index wise. So we should expect 1 comma 3. Let us run it. If there is no mistake in this, then we should expect 1 comma 3. So as you can see, we are getting 1 comma 3 as the output. Let us modify the input also. So this is the real most benefit of this, doing the input and output handling with these files. Like we can very quickly modify the inputs. So if I do not make any change, so like I have written 0 here, so then what it will do, it will start from here, go till here, again turn, make again turn, again 1, then make turn, and now there is no 1, so it should exit from here. So it should print 0 comma 0. Let us give it a run. So as you can see, it is printing 0 comma 0. That means our program is working. Let us analyze one more input. Let us say I am not providing any 0 here. That means it would start from here and exit from the same row. Let us see what it is printing. It should print 0 comma 3, because we are in the 0th row and 4th column or 3rd column index wise. So it is printing 0 comma 3. That means of course our program is working, and that is the code for this. The main code is for is like this one and these lines. You have to play with directions, and this is just for handling the inputs, sorry, outputs. What is the indexes for them? Now I hope I was able to teach you or explain the main concept behind the scene of this particular problem. This is a very popular problem of lead code, that is the rat in a home, or you can say exit point of a matrix. If you have any confusion in this, then you should reiterate the video, or you should make a dry run at your own so that it would be clear to you. And if you still do have any confusion, then you can comment down below. I would be replying there. And you have learned anything from this video, then hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, then do consider to subscribe to the channel also. And so that's it from my side for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.